here we got the call in. The brackets for players watching this is ready to go.
All right,
we're ready to go.
to
We're not going to wait a minute more. Let's count them down. Game number 1 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
And they're off to the races, folks.
There we go. Looks like we're getting some questionable push down maybe up at the top.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like the Nessus Champ is not sure whether or not it wants to get pushed down.
When you push down, it gets confused.
Look at the push down up at the top. It's freaking out one of the digits there. But oh my word, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
and it looks like some touches.
It might create some confusing score situations, but maybe not. It almost looks like it. Well, hopefully those are the accurate scores.
I think so. Our ref will let us know. If not, we have judges for each station.
And then they are watching the actual gameplay.
Right. This is our OCR, wonderfully developed by Yobi and Yavanti and Richard Wolf and Yeho Makika and Tomeo Soulman. If you are into OCR and coding and figuring out how to network locally and online to make OCRs, it is an open source project made by the community for the community.
My God, I am so impressed with this community in so many ways. I barely even understood a single word of that, but I know that it produces things that look real flashy.
That's right.
Thank you guys for existing.
Super, super flashy. There's a public GitHub so you can go examine the code and all of that, right?
I'm gonna go ahead and not look at that code personally.
You should. It's really not that. It's not that crazy.
I really should be.
Just be like, oh, it's just I don't understand it, but it's really not super intimidating. Just a little bit, you know. Yeah. So obvious coders welcome as well. You know?
All right, what do we got for our score rates here? We got Le Captain is beating DaAsian, but not by much. And nothing's really huge quite yet. If it were all one big match, Tugi would be winning. Fun fact. Nobody ever thinks of it that way.
Oh, meanwhile, Tugi with a dirty Tetris. He set it up, needed it to clean, and will take the lead just for a second. Meanwhile, Tugi takes us right back. A difference of a single. I like, what is that, 1/8 of a single? 1/4? I don't know. It was very tiny. 180 points.
Oh, yeah, that's small. Whatever that is.
Whatever that is. You could almost say it's a neck and neck.
It's a fractional share. It is neck and neck.
Up at the top, we have, again, leads just back and forth. 235 for DaAsian, Tetris for Le Captain to get a 250. It's just neck and neck and neck.
Now, of course, Le Captain would fit right in Minnesota because being a captain, there's people who are captains of boats, and we have many of them.
Really are.
So I'll be calling that back over and over throughout the day.
Well, now we have like gauntlet captains. We have Le Captain, who is not good enough to be a gauntlet captain, I think. I don't know. Maybe he is now. I don't know. It doesn't have a team, but the Classic Tetris Gauntlet, organized by your own Sharky.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, team-based competition. So
I like that idea.
That's right. So you have different tiers based on your PBs and diamond players, ruby players, etc.
I'm a really good way to, if I'm on your team, to lose because I used to be better than I am now. So if you took just the numbers, I had a short period where I was pretty good. And if you just put me in a bracket based on that, I'm going to make your team lose. And I just apologize in advance.
You'll be the drafted too high.
Yeah, I am the handicap.
Let's give a score update. 388 for Le Captain, 319 for DaAsian. Tugi down on the bottom behind right now. And then take it right back. 411. Eren could take it right back with a Tetris. Both of these on the bottom. Really good friends, actually.
Really?
Eren over in Turkey jokes around with the Austrian, Eric with multinational.
Oh.
Yeah. I think has citizenship in both countries. So.
I've always wanted to have citizenship in 2 countries.
That's right. And Tugi got it figured out. Now as an Austrian citizen, also has Mongolian citizenship, if I remember correctly. So we have our multi-citizens down at the bottom. Tugi flying in here, trying to avoid an upset of the lower seeded Eren.
And Tugi currently down by just a bit. Just a bit. There's almost very little to say about any of this Tetris because it's all been so perfect so far. They've really just done well.
That's right. They really have. I think, you know, there's times where the number of max outs, you know, like qualifying system gets a bad flag, you know. I think we got the top 48 in gold, and honestly, it's going to be a gauntlet no matter where you land.
Yeah,
there's no easy path to the top.
I wouldn't doubt, and maybe I'm being crazy here, but I wouldn't doubt if all 4 of these games are max outs.
That's right.
Now. I'm just calling it.
Calling
like
it
I see
right now, because look at these L screens above 500K.
Yep, all above 500K and not at transition. Well, now one is.
And there we go, in a transition there. Tetris for Eren,
all maximum.
603. Tugi wants a 2 flat piece. Okay, we'll set up there. Oh, meanwhile, Eren's bored.
Yeah, Eren had something weird happen. It almost looked like it was on purpose for a second, but it was probably a bit of a misdrop.
Touches for Tugi.
Tugi's gonna come back from it though.
Eren is gonna curse bits, but doesn't really have too much options here to burn down cleanly. Oh, but Tugi doesn't get the square over.
Oh, so now things are gonna get interesting.
Oh my word! Oh, and DaAsian doesn't get the bar over.
Yeah, DaAsian's got some issues.
It was like a under tap, right? You needed 4 taps to get that over. Got 3 in, and it hung.
Okay, DaAsian's getting it fixed. Everybody's boards are starting to come back to good. Tugi's still got the most issues of anybody as
good
it
for
is.
a triple, so yeah, Tugi just burned it down.
That's coming back pretty well. I think I still stand by the idea that these could all 4 be max outs.
That's right. Oh, Somalian board here.
Would love to see that.
Well, LJ's, both players at the top. These pieces aren't doing anybody any favors.
No, there's some struggle.
Up at the top, Somalian does have the lead, 724 facing 682.
Now, Pumpy, you know a lot about history and whatnot. Do you know if there's ever been a time when all 4 screens maxed out?
It'd have to go back in the record books. I don't recall it happening this side of the. Oh my gosh! And Somalian in trouble here.
Somalian's in big trouble.
Needs a
and
bar.
So is DaAsian. So is DaAsian though.
All right, so that's the top of the Somalian. DaAsian needs 735, and that is going to be a triple. It's going to help a lot. Somalian's going to make sure not to clap early this time.
Oh, this. DaAsian is getting it done.
Cheering on Tugi as Tugi takes the lead down on the bottom. 797 facing 768. 735 needed at the top. Just a couple thousand more points, but no.
Very difficult conditions, but he's getting it done. Oh, can he get it all the way done? And that is it for DaAsian. Takes game 1.
Down at the bottom, Eren's going to need every Tetris here. The tapper taking on Tugi, one of the best dash players in the world. He transitioned to rolling in the last 2 to 3 months.
Really?
And to pick up rolling now here in the gold bracket.
You can just pick it up that quick?
Tugi in one of the rarefied airs of Dash 1.3. One of the most impressive feats in the game. Picks up rolling.
As a dash player, I salute you, Tugi.
And hopes to maybe have the advantage on transition.
But
Eren is going to have to clean this up. It does have the lead, 942 facing 882.
Eren is up.
Tugi, that dash mentality, clean this up. Gets a
there it is. There it is.
Eren he's also can play on the kill screen very fast.
Okay. Tugi's got a little bit of a need for.
Doesn't get the bar with the 5 tap doesn't hit.
I don't know if you can get something past that.
And it's not going to happen. Eren is going to take game number 1 with a max out.
Okay.
GG's. And there it is. Look at that. Eren also almost getting that 3. Oh my gosh. That's 4 high.
It's like I always say, you just do not need warm up.
All right. Number 2 in
3, 2, 1. Tetris. Okay, so this time 4 club zeros. I'm kidding. That's not gonna happen.
Now I know a lot of people have been watching and they're like, oh, we're gonna get 4 game crashes at the same time. Competition doesn't have time for that. It's literally, you've seen those videos. They will play forever on the kill screen, and we mean forever.
Forever.
Alex, record-setting 16 million game. That were an hour long.
I couldn't even handle it.
That is literally more touches than we can handle. So we said no more 39 double kill screens.
Even we can only take so much.
That's right.
I'm trying to bring back up I lost it somehow.
Smithers 888 with the online facts for us. This is incredible.
Oh, what is it?
I was looking at past results recently. Jeff qualified 70th this year. All right. 70th.
Yeah.
Got in silver.
Yeah.
That score would have been first seed in 2015.
Wow.
How much things change.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's how I qualified reasonably well a number of years.
Of course, you know, the community that's risen up to build the scene that we know today, where they encourage each other to play, maybe push each other a little bit more than what the infrastructure was in 2015.
Yeah.
But, you know, still pretty crazy.
I wonder if this year's qualifiers were overall higher than last year's, because last year was also very crazy.
This is the first year we had 4 maxes in person as the cutoff, right? I'm not sure if somebody in chat knows, can look it up. I think it beats the online years as well as the gold cutoff, where it was open to everyone, from anyone who has a broadband connection.
Jeez.
To folks who are able to make it out to California.
Even beating the COVID years.
I'm pretty sure that's correct, and people are saying yes in chat. So
this community is just wild.
It literally, the more max outs, I don't know what the max out count is. We're going to get a count at some point how many max outs in qual. I'm
really impressed with just consistent maxing out, almost more than I am with 16 million points in OH, because there's just so much consistency in it.
And I think it does a really good job of showing what, oh my gosh, speaking of not doing a really good job, DaAsian stack here, what is happening?
Well, he wanted to challenge himself, and
that's right.
So now he's...
Oh no!
Oh boy, this could be tough. So if he gets just the right things, he could fix this fast.
Oh, he gets a couple.
I kind of feel like he misplaced that one.
That's right. I feel like the J could have gone 5-6.
So even great players make mistakes, or maybe we made a mistake thinking it was the wrong placement. Who knows?
Does clean it up. Does have some burn off.
Bringing her down.
This is perfect for Somalian to establish a lead, though. Meanwhile, Tugi, oh my gosh, Tugi again needs to get a piece all the way over to the left side.
Whoop, got it.
That is that 5 tap. That is something that rollers had to learn how to deal with. Before it was tap really fast and hope you get it. Right? You can do extra tap, right? With rolling, you have a limited number of digits, right? Yep. So if one of those inputs fails, what do? Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fingers. You actually tap with your alternate hand on the top with the D-pad to get the extra 6th tap. It's a roller quick tap that is really hard to learn.
Goodness.
It is like the 2nd level rolling. I don't know if it makes the Game Scout videos or not. It's just like mind-bending. Oh yeah, I have to like hover my thumb on the D-pad and then sometimes add an extra tap in.
Learning things like this makes me I'm shocked at how amazing that is.
Because you have the 5 tap, you have the 5 fingers.
Yeah.
Right?
But if one fails, you gotta come in.
You have a last second tap, and that really changed the game and saw way more consistency in rolling. 2022, 2021, it was still pretty inconsistent with that roll quick tap that you saw a lot of last year, and we'll see the top players continue to do this year. That makes a difference.
Speaking of things that amazed me a lot more once I understood them, Scooty's first game crash, I didn't know that he didn't know what would crash the game, because he had gotten a bad stack, and so he was just flying blind, hoping something. And that was like the last line he could possibly clear.
Last possible moment. That stack was rising.
And it just, so that makes that so cool in retrospect.
It was like the most Tetris board of all the game crashes, right? I have all the other ones that's like a clean low stack. It's like, all right, let's do it, let's do it.
Yeah, they just like...
And Scooty's just like, F it, I hope like full send, I'm going for the game crash. Please crash, you know? Please crash.
Where are we at here? DaAsian is down, but up a game, so in the long run, who cares? No, we all care.
Meanwhile, Tugi neck and neck with Eren. Just who gets the next out to say it will take the next advantage.
Yeah. So Jay is actually in the lead, incredibly, after all that digging. Wow. Yeah, so again,
That's what I think.
So the players can hear the commentary from us this year. The score update's useful for once.
Oh, I wonder. Yeah, and we're not even giving very good score updates, but y'all are doing fantastic. You look great.
The players also have a judge, so if they have a score update, they can scream out if they want one.
Yeah.
If they need a chase down target, they have that at their disposal. And you can see the legs in the back of our score checker, right? You're going to see a lot more stem this year in Pasadena.
You see a set of stems behind Tugi there. That's it.
That's our judge. Zembro hanging the hat, being the referee. 614 for the captain, 494 for DaAsian, Eren 601, Tugi 568.
A sea of blue and now of green. The captain maintains that good lead, just keeping the pressure on, and it remains very close between Eren and Tugi, within 12,000.
My word. Down at the top, we have.
I always like to notice.
The big down. Oh my gosh, doesn't use the bar for the dependency. Wants to get the Tetris here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's risky. Okay,
Eren is in some trouble. So is DaAsian.
What is happening?
Oh boy, DaAsian
covers up that well.
Just give him a long bar. Give him a long bar.
Eren needs to get that piece.
Come on.
Gets it over to the left.
Just give a long bar. There it is.
A triple for DaAsian.
Oh my goodness.
Great side.
And they're both getting in better spots now.
Eren needs a bar down at the bottom.
I always like to notice who sits the closest and who sits the furthest from the screen. Tugi is our closest sitter. DaAsian and Eren might be the furthest sitters of the current head-to-head.
That's right. That seat position, really, you see all players taking those screen looks, right? It is just part of the competitive game. They don't need to wait for us. A quick glance, they can look at the first 3 digits or so, where their opponent's at.
Now,
they don't need, go ahead.
Oh, I am not the most in anything in Tetris anymore, but I am the most in one little thing. I think I sit furthest from the screen of any Tetris player.
Oh, yeah?
If I go up there, yeah, I go way back.
These 13 inches, you're like, I can see it.
The judges are like, why are you in my space? All right,
look at that. DaAsian with all that digging. Somalian with a huge lead. 882 racing DaAsian 718.
Such solid gameplay from the captain. It's incredible.
Down on the bottom, Tugi with a little bit of an advantage.
Yeah, very subtle.
Tetris for Tugi, Tetris for Eren. Eren's going to need to maximize the efficiency here.
The captain keeping the pressure on with another Tetris here. Back to 167. So DaAsian will need some kill screen play to have a hope here.
And Tugi transitions with just a 1,000-point lead. Eren looks over and overtaps the S.
Oh my, oh
Eren
gosh.
needs points right now. He's going to get some, but it still does not have the lead.
Eren needs exactly. Oh, and that's going to be tough.
And Tugi evens up the set and up at the top. Oh my gosh, Somalian with a 2,000-point lead. DaAsian has to get this down. Can't get the T over.
And it can't happen. It can't happen. Or it can. It can happen.
Oh my gosh, Can needs a bar. DaAsian has to get out of this right now.
DaAsian, incredible digging.
Oh, but no! DaAsian and Somalian seals the deal with that Tetris. Evens up the set.
All right, we have 2 matches, both of which just evened up.
Oh my God.
This is going to be a barn burner.
What once was a best of 5 is now a best of 3.
That's what we called us back in Omaha, folks. This is a barn burner. In 3, 2, 1,
Tetris! So all of these players tied up. Really? Again, it really cannot get closer. Like these round 0 matches, how did those used to go back in the day, Ben?
Level 0 matches used to be either people not showing up.
Yep.
Because they knew they had no shot, or blowouts.
Blowouts.
Ludicrous blowouts.
Oh, me. What are we talking like on those?
Well, the people would top out after they won, so they didn't Mullen. Even if they were Mullen, they didn't Mullen.
But like the other scores, unfortunately,
they'd be like 13,000.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the Middle Ages.
There was the laying the groundwork ages.
We laid the groundwork.
Laid brick by brick. Right?
We're the giants you stand on the shoulders of.
You're the giant that stand on other shoulders?
Wow.
No wonder my back hurts.
We're all standing on Alexi's shoulders in the long run.
That's true. I was able to shake Alexi's hand. I was like, thank you.
You
missed the Tetris.
He's important to us all.
Right. Tugi here, important to stay alive. Up at the top, we have some nasty boards.
Nasty stuff. Just gonna get out of it. I got no worries, but it is nasty, which will create a deficit in score for sure.
Just tough to get this down. The captain a few years ago, 2022 CTWC Iberia champion.
Really?
Flew from Florida to Spain to visit family, and there was a Tetris tournament happening, showed up and took it away from the Iberian folks.
Okay, let me get this straight, Captain. You just happened to be in the neighborhood in Europe visiting family. Oh my God.
That's right.
That's one of the most baller stories.
And meanwhile, DaAsian, one of those Midwesterners who goes around and competes in every single event in the Midwest that they can get out of school for to go over. So hasn't been able to take home a win there yet, but it's just a matter of time. Down on the bottom. Yes, of course. Took home the champion, and actually is a Classic Tetris World Champion, of course. But that's not a regional, Eren. Arguing with the commentators. Yeah. How dare you? We can now get that going on CT2.
That's one disagulation.
Not win. That is the world champion of last year or 2 years? 2 years ago. In the silver bracket.
Oh, the world champion, silver bracket. Champion. Well, I guess that counts for something.
They were featured in their town's newspaper as a Classic Tetris World Champion.
But you're right, it doesn't count as a regional champion. It's a world champion.
They were a world championship.
Unless the region is the Virgo supercluster.
The reason for the season. Tugi, on the other hand, a world champion regional organizes Classic Tetris Austria and commentates as they get eliminated. Actually wants to get eliminated to commentate some gold if they can.
Oh, by all means do.
If they can't reach the finals and win the whole thing, they're like, I'm down to commentate.
Then they're going to take our mics?
That's right.
Our voices get tired. You can take our mics for a little while.
That's right. We'll get Tugi in here, someone who's with more knowledge than I about the game.
Eventually they'll get someone who's good at Tetris to commentate on Tetris.
Tugi almost had the route of retired DAS player who takes up commentating, but decided to take up rolling.
I feel like the Charles Barkley
of
Tetris commentation, although Charles Barkley was pretty good.
That's right. A lot more humorous than I. Meanwhile, down at the bottom, we got close game, 3,000 points separating up to the top. Somalian with a 100,000 point lead.
Yeah, if the players on the bottom could please have blowouts, it would give us something to talk about. But you're just so close all the time. You're going to force me to say neck and neck. It's going to get awkward. But it's neck and neck.
Neck and neck. Were you there for that? The CTW, the Classic Tetris European champion? Neck and neck! That happened every time there was a neck and neck call?
No,
it was great. I believe it was Frantic Thumb who did that call, but I could be mistaken. It was my deep lore.
Oh, we have a slight misdrop finally from Eren. Gives me something to talk about. Gonna fix it easily, so I feel useless. Oh, a potential T-spin coming up, but they'll never give it to him. They gave it to him. Okay.
That's right. Fist pump from Eren. And that just shows you how much more professional we're getting here. Players can hear what we're talking about. They get the score updates. They get all the knowledge. They're getting the same experience overall as CT1.
I can give a real score update. On top, Le Captain is above DaAsian by 104,000. Sizable, but not huge.
Frantic Thumb, were you the one who went neck and neck? That's what my memory says, but I could be wrong. 555 for Tugi, 510 for La Captain. That's
It
you, that's
is.
right.
It is Frantic Thumb.
She's amazing. One of the Classic Tetris UK organizers.
Oh.
So Pumps puts on CTWC
Hey.
UK. The community is so deep now. So many people are involved to keep it active. And they're all hanging out in chat. We love you.
UK.
All that you do.
UK all the way, baby. I'd love to go to a tournament there. I need to get out of this country once in a while.
There are so many that are coming up. CTWC UK is announced. Join our Discord for more information.
Okay.
CTWC Canada is announced. Join for that info. Oh my gosh, up at the top.
All right. Oh, we have wait, that's it?
That's it. A top out from DaAsian.
We have a top out one day. We missed it.
Captain is done.
We were so into UK hype, we missed a top out. And so that puts a 2-1 lead for Le Captain. And we still have quite the head-to-head on the bottom here.
That's right. Again, the
Eren-
leads, you can just take those and throw those out the window.
Eren
here.
at least trying to make it interesting with a miss drop or two, which is always helpful. Oh, that was a very wise placement there.
So you're seeing from Tugi the ability.
Ooh. I wonder if he thought that would clear because it was kind of a weird lattice.
I think so. Oh, this is tough.
Really, really smart gameplay here. Yeah. That's
And
gonna.
Eren
I feel like he's gonna get out of this. But in the getting out of, there will be some missed score opportunities. So Tugi's gonna be in the lead by even more. Although Tugi's got some stuff too to fix, so kind of hovering around 50,000 point lead at the moment.
That's right. Eren is digging this down. Tugi really, you can see the dash training, right?
Tugi just couldn't capitalize because they're just not giving long bars at the moment. They got a 22 long drought bar. There we go. Long bar drought, that is.
Oh, and Tugi doesn't get the 5-tap. Gets the next one.
Ooh,
Oh, no burn.
that's going to be hard. That could be hard to come back. Oh, he doesn't. Wow.
He gets that piece over.
All right, Tugi, you got to fight hard here.
Oh my gosh,
Oh my
gosh.
Had he gotten that, it would have been a clip for the ages, ladies and gentlemen.
And just like
still
that,
fighting.
Eren has come back. Tugi needs to survive. And that's going to be it. Eren needs 751.
And needs points.
That's not a
Needs
Tetris
points,
there.
so you got to keep working.
That is a drought, and you can see Eren has weathered the drought. 9,000 more points.
I would have not successfully done that chase down, believe it or not, but Eren does it. Has taken the lead.
Taking the lead and the game.
And the game, so
2-1 advantage.
2-1. There's only one way to get a decider, and that's for someone to go up 2-1.
Game number 4 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
And they're off to the races here. Now, back in the earlier days, it used to be that playing slow was a really important strategy.
Yeah.
Because you could see the flashes from your opponent and you'd know when a long bar was
That's
coming.
right.
In the early days of the same piece set. And
So
that-
you were cheating way back when, right? Like that's the
Right.
GameScout did a whole video on the secret Tetris Pro strat. So that one was known about playing slow.
And I'm sure that's still a strategy. So they're probably not pushing down.
Yeah, I think that's very much the same thing, right? Because you would know when because you started playing with same piece sets, right? 2015, 2016,
Yeah.
something like that. So then you could really start metagaming.
Immediately the thing was, oh gosh, so you can see the flash.
Right, and it's kind of amazing because that's the first real element that made it head-to-head, other than just like, okay, we're playing two isolated things. Now there's some level of interactivity between the two games, right? No, we don't have the garbage sending or suddenly you have a Tetris to clear at the bottom of your stack like in the other Tetris version.
Having different piece sets, though, was kind of interesting in itself because it could make situations where a guy like me could take a game off a guy like Jonas.
Oh yeah, true.
Because if he just gets a suffer set of pieces and I'm just fed long bars,
right?
I got about a 30% chance of beating him because I need all the hope I can get.
And that mentality still pervades persist, but just a handful of people in the online scene. They're
Yeah.
like, I don't want to do same piece sets, or I'm not buying the equipment to make that a reality.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I think different piece sets can be exciting. But I mean, same piece sets is ultimately correct.
It's way to be fair to the player. It's more fair than you got 70 bars at transition and you got 90. Right? This
guy got 8 long bars at transition. Push down for 1 point is the pro move I see. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Very true. Pretty close up at the top.
Pretty close on the bottom, too. These are just like completely even. And if they break the right way, we get my favorite thing, which is a decider. And if they break the other way, then we're done.
That's right. We move on to the next block.
There you go.
Moving forward. The first mistake here tends to spiral on 18 with same piece set. And is it Eren here? Nope. Skim into a Tetris.
Oh, yeah. Very nice. Right
Now, I'd love to bring your attention to a pop culture phenomenon.
Oh, yeah.
Have you heard about Skibbity?
Skibbity?
Yeah.
I'm 41.
All right, so don't look that up anytime soon. But sometimes people will hear skim into a Tetris the same as Skibbity Tetris. So I'm trying really hard to be clear that I don't say Skibbity Tetris more times than is necessary.
I'm so old that I hear Scooby-Doo when you say something like that. I mean, there's a cultural differences based on age here.
So, oh my gosh, 16 points separating the top. Push down points may be the difference.
Incredible. Oh. And one nice thing about being a commentator is that I'm so out of shape that I'm relearning how to place pieces by watching these folks.
That's right.
Because I need to be ready for my bronze bracket. And,
oh, it is original from Scatman. That's right. 4-11 for Tugi in the lead. 353 for Somalian.
I hope they're mindful of the need to come get me when I play.
Oh, yeah. I think so.
They probably know I'm up
I think they
here.
know. I think, you know, the Oracle
I'm sure
Minneapolis.
Somebody in chat would be like, he's commentating.
They kind of need you over in silver now.
I would read it on chat too, so if anybody is monitoring both. And I'm sure you're all monitoring both. Skid it boom. Boom ice.
Scatman. 402 for Eren. 100,000 point lead for Tugi.
I do like the Scatman song.
Yeah, pretty good.
One time a friend of mine, we do karaoke a lot, got that in a karaoke version for my birthday. And I would give the disc and they would be able to play it for karaoke.
Oh my god. And you said the disc. Wow. Oh my gosh.
Did I mention that I'm 41?
Yeah. Karaoke. You dig it out. You're like, oh, this is it. This is the one.
That's the way it used to run.
Amazing. I love it. Nowadays they like just pull up on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy how fast technology moves. I'm gonna be a boomer here soon in tech. I just know it.
We have transitions from just about everybody. Make that everybody. And we're real close on top. Good screens both, so not much to say. On the bottom, we have a little bit of a lead for Tugi. Not much.
69,000. Pretty nice number.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh, and DaAsian up top. The stack is rising again. We saw this happen on 19 in the last game.
Oh, DaAsian that's dangerous, but you know,
good rolls.
He's a very capable person, so maybe.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Actually digging this down.
I
didn't burn the double there. It's hard to critique.
I would have been dead 20 times over.
We're like 6 pieces, 6 rounds from the top, and that phantom burn, and that's going to do it for DaAsian. Somalian has eliminated DaAsian in 4.
Hand clap for Somalian. Incredible gameplay. Both, really.
And congratulations to DaAsian for making it out here. You will continue to see DaAsian in the Midwest, taking it by storm. I'm so glad to see they made it out.
And just for making gold bracket. I can't even imagine how hard that is.
It's the most stacked we've seen in CTWC ever. It is. This is the year. Tugi has been able to maintain a little bit of a lead.
Still not huge. And Tugi needs this win. Eren doesn't. So I always root for a decider. Not that I'm rooting against Eren, but I am in this game. I'd love to see a decider.
All right. 788 for Tugi, 773 for Eren.
Very close, and it just keeps getting closer. Oh, nice digging by Eren. Very intelligent.
Uruguay, from Italy as well. Denmark, Russia.
Oh.
All right, and meanwhile, 886 for Tugi, 792 for Eren.
Eren here reminded me of the forestry service because those burns look so controlled. It's just incredible. Oh, and we have a top out from Tugi. That means we got a 63,000 point
Eren had
rundown we got to do. Can he do it?
This would be a small seed upset, and that Tetris will do it.
And it does it. It does it.
Eren
pulls it off.
Eliminated Tugi from the competition. Oh my goodness. Oh, the hugs.
Incredible. Incredible stuff, guys.
Unbelievable.
All right, let's get our next group of 8 to come up on the stage here. We're going to get SV, the ultimate brand, up on stage here for CT1, along with Ansel. Also on CT1, we're going to have the Hydrant Dude and Deck. So please come up, SV, Ansel, Hydrant, and Deck to CT1, which is to the right of me. For CT2, on my left, please come up, Jerpy, Terrence, Red Shirt, and Oscar. Once again, that's Jerpy, Terrence, Red Shirt, and Oscar. CT2 on my left.
Hello everyone, I'm your underwater host Sharky and I want to say thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the match, leave a like. Comment down your favorite moment below. Me personally, it had to be Game 2 post-transition on both matches. Specifically, the digs by DaAsian and Eren on level 22 and level 23 respectively. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel to support CTWC. If you really want to support us, become a channel member today. Now we're going to dive right into the lore drop. It's going to be Ansel versus SV and Hydrant versus Deck in the next match. Now Ansel versus SV actually has a bit of an interesting story, because this matchup almost didn't happen. Ansel, the founder of the Tetris Fish tool that is used to get better at stacking, was going to be unable to make it out to CTWC, but after getting a SpaceX internship, the location of that internship just so happened to be near Pasadena, California, which is where CTWC was hosted this year. So all because of that internship, he was able to play in CTWC 2024. However, he has a tough draw going up against SV. SV is a top 2 player from the UK, and last year made top 16, losing only to Doge and a decider. So definitely Ansel's gonna have his work cut out for him. It's gonna be a match to watch. But our second match also has an interesting story because we have Hydrant versus Deck. Now Hydrant of course has been a strong player ever since his CTWC 2020 debut where he placed 12th. He would then have another strong showing, being one of the first to adopt rolling, placing 23rd in CTWC of 2021. But Hydrant Dude would have his breakout year in his first IRL CTWC, CTWC 2022. Hydrant would go on to place top 8 that year with a final placement of 5th. However, the following year, he would have a shocking round 0 upset and a decider up against a DAS player, Sharky. This year, he's back and is looking to once again make a deep run in the tournament, and the player that stands in his way is Deck. Now, this is actually Deck's first CTWC, so we have no historical information to provide regarding past performances. However, what we can say is that Deck did in fact qual higher than Hydrant with 8 maxes and an 877 kicker, compared to Hydrant's 6 maxes and 981k kicker. So can Hydrant embark on this path of redemption, or will Deck win their debut match here at CTWC 2024? Tune in tomorrow to find out. Anyways, that's all for today's lore drop. No, quite short, but this video is already coming out late, so yeah, anyways, I'm your underwater host Sharky, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next match of CTWC 2024.